Hey guys, we're going to talk a little bit about Introduction to 624, and we're going to get into similar figures. So, similar figures is the same um, type of similar figures that a lot of you encountered in pre algebra A and that we reviewed earlier this year. Uh, for example, if we have a right triangle that has side lengths 3, 4, 5, and we have another right triangle that has side lengths 15, 20, and 25, we could see if these figures were similar by seeing if they have the same scale factor. Also said last lesson, see if they were dilated by the same number, which they are. Each side length is exactly times 5, which means they are similar figures. If one of these side lengths was changed to being multiplied by a different scale factor or being dilated by a different amount, in this case this one's times 6, then they are no longer similar figures, so this would not be a similar figure. Change that back to be a similar figure, the answer would be yes, similar. So just to recap, right now we have 4 different types of transformations. We have translate, which means to slide an object or slide a point. We have rotate. Rotate would mean turn. We have reflect. Reflect means to flip. And we learned in the last lesson what a dilation means. And dilation is to enlarge. We also know that similarly to scale factor, if we dilate by a number, a multiplier less than 1, that we could also be reducing the figure. So that's our list of transformations. Here's an example question of similar figures. Might have a triangle. We have A, which is at 3, 2. B, which is at 5, 4. And maybe we have Z, or C, at 4, 0. So we have a triangle here. And the question might ask us to enlarge triangle ABC so that triangle ABC and triangle ABC 2 are similar. Might also give us 2 triangles and ask if those triangles are similar. In this case, it just asks us to enlarge, so we can choose any ratio. I'm going to choose a dilation or a scale factor of 3. So we're going to say that we're going to enlarge each by 3. Just like I've always encouraged with all of these transformations, I would pay less attention to the image itself and more attention to just the math or the points, and then go back and look at the figures. So we have 3, 2, 5, 4, and 4, 0 going in order of ABC. If I'm going to dilate each by 3 to keep them as similar figures, we're going to have 9, 6, 1512 and 12-0. First point is going to be at 9, 6, so we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Up 6 for triangle A. Over 15, up 12 for point B. And just realized that this should be actually 0 for making this 0, 12. Many of you may caught that already. Point C. So there are new points. There's our new triangle. And the key with similar figures is that similar figures have same shape, exactly the same shape, but different size. Another thing that you'll encounter is that throughout this lesson they might ask us to dilate and translate, or perhaps dilate and rotate. So this lesson will also get into multiple transformations. So that's what we'll be looking at in 624. We'll be looking at similar figures and multiple transformations.